From the greatest hockey arena in the world, we welcome you to TCO Sports Garden in Vannes Heights, Minnesota, for a Minnesota high school boys hockey battle between the Chanhassen Storm and the White Bear Lake Bears. The Storm coming in with just one loss on the year. The Bears just two losses on the year, and that puts them both in the top 10. The Storm coming into this one ranked in the top 5 at number 4. The Bears just getting into that top 10 ranking at number 10. With Zach Chapman, I'm Zach Halverson. Zach, this is what it's all about when it comes to Minnesota high school hockey. A couple of top 10 teams in the state. It's so hard to get that respect, to earn that respect, and to come here with 3 losses between these two teams in mid to late January. That's an impressive season for both squads.
Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal when you think about it. You don't really have a top 10 matchup, especially out of conference, kind of like this. It's very rare you'd see a 4 and a 10 matchup at this point in the season. Not too often. It's kind of all spread across the league for the most part. So to have this here tonight is very special between these two teams. And TCO, they're packed. You can already tell it's been loud in here, and it's going to be a fun environment in here.
And you look at these squads, and you look at the goal totals, the scoring totals, and you can see very easily why these two teams are where they at right now. We'll start with the home squad of White Bear Lake. Nolan Road leading the charge there on that top line. 18 goals, 17 assists. We saw him get that 18th the other night here at TCO Sports Garden, and he will look to his left and not see his partner in crime, Aiden Welch, not listed on here. We saw him come off the ice. It looked like an upper body injury from up here. We don't know for sure. But bottom line is he wasn't looking good, and unfortunately we don't see him on the roster. We have no real updates at the moment, but that's tough. We have no real updates at the moment, but that's a tough time to lose your top guys. Hopefully not for too long.
Yeah, very significant to lose Aiden Welch, especially when the first line has been clicking all along. They play at multiple times. They clearly are the top for a reason, and to lose that chemistry is going to be something interesting here to watch tonight. We'll see how Jack Stanius can do. Borks is going to be shifting from the right side to the left side. That'll be something to keep an eye on and see how it all plays out.
On the other side, look through this roster, it is a very, very tough squad in Chanhassen. I got Jack Christ leading the charge up there. He's got 11 goals, 13 assists on here. Another almost closing in on 30 points is Gavin Eulenkamp. Zach, it's going to be a tough task for that White Bear Lake defensive core to slow those forwards down tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned Jack with as we get set here for the national anthem.
Alex Westad back in the building after a couple of games off. Good to have him back here in full force, and a jam-packed TCO Sports Garden. We'll pause here for a moment for the national anthem, and then we will drop the puck when we come back. It's Chanhassen, it's White Bear Lake, it's boys hockey right here on the Horn, all thanks to Pods Complete Car Care and Accessories.
Started almost 20 years ago doing just tires and wheels, and morphed into full-service automotive. Vehicle, that's what we do. We're all locally owned. We're all from here. You go from helping a customer at service counter, and then later on in the night you can see them at a hockey game or a football game, and it's nice to be able to say hi to those guys, and we appreciate their support. I don't need to fix everything on your car today and never see you again. We want to grow relationships, right? When we talk to people about auto repair needs, things like that, it's more of a kind of a 1 through 10 level, right? We'll help educate you and discuss how severe your repairs might be and what can wait a little while. Our telephone number is 651-426-4640. We have a website, it's www.podstire.com. Of course, we're on Facebook and Instagram as well.
The home of the Bear fans chant here at TCO. Ready to go for Hockey Day Minnesota as our everybody here getting ready to host the ready to go. The rink is up. People are skating on it, and it should be a fun day of hockey on Saturday. We also have some additional hockey on Thursday, thanks to the good folks at Hay Creek. Forest Lake Girls Hockey. We have the celebrity game right after, so we can tune in all that right here on the horn. And of course, on Friday morning, the Power Morning Show, KFA FM 100.3. We'll be out there. That is free and open to the public. Gates open at 5. We'll be there till 9. So be sure to come out there, enjoy some breakfast. The initials game we played. It should be a fun morning. And then, of course, again, Saturday, you have White Bear Lake, Hill Murray headlining 4:30. White Bear Lake girls Stillwater versus Stillwater on Saturday morning starting at 9:30. If you're going out there, get there early because there's going to be some really cool stuff before that the White Bear girls game. And, of course, Hermantown and Matamidi sandwich in between those. Leo Gabriel in goal for the White Bear Lake Bears. He's closing at about 90% save percentage. Had three shutouts in 3 of the last 4 games, including that big one over Grand Rapids just this past Friday night. And then, of course, on the other side, it's going to be Brady Marsh. He's had a phenomenal season so far, 96% save percentage, averaging less than a goal a game, 0.67 goals against. That is a phenomenal statistic. He will be tough to get past tonight as a 3-on-1 right off the draw and nearly baseball batted in on the left side by Jake Rich. That doesn't go. The Bears clear it out to center. Big collision at center ice there. Joe Belisle goes flying thanks to Tyler Smith's efforts as the puck is forced deep in the end of Chanhassen. The Storm looking to break it out. Long pass off the wall. Willis tried to push it forward, but it's stolen away by Rode. He'll skate it back in. Fires a shot. Pushed back off the glove of Marsh. Behind now. A centering attempt broken up as Rhodes forced to the outside. He'll center one. One-time shot. Save. Rebound. Pushed away. Stanius with a good look, and that puck goes into the student section. And hopefully everybody is okay. But that was a rough clear, and I wish those whoever was hit there the best. It definitely looked like it took a hop off of somebody. And a very fast start to this one. It's very rare off a face-off you see a 3-on-1 come out of nowhere there, Zach.
Yeah, that's something you don't see every day. I was a little scared at first. Heart stopped for just a minute. Thought we were going to get an early goal, but great recovery for the Bears.
Draw won by the Storm. They get it to neutral ice. Racing after it here, it's Jack Christ. He'll go backwards with it. Bisgans up the left side. Christ helps it along. Stolen away by Grady Galton on the wall. A shot. Takes a hop off the body in front. Bounces to Curtis. Gallatin putting a body on a man. Loose puck scooped up by Eckerly. He got it to the corner. It's centered, but nobody there for the Storm. It's stolen away, and here comes Michael Delaney as he gains line, sends it off the glass, and into the Storm zone the Bears go. Delaney spins, fires a pass in the direction of Road. Can't connect. Back to grab it is Eulenkamp. Given over here for Bisgans. Owen Bisgans. Blue line to blue line. Now a one-handed behind the White Bear goal. Swung around by Akins. Back to the blue line. Here's Smith. Some nice moves here. Left, right. Now cutting in. Lost it on the exchange, and the puck goes to the corner. Bosch dropping it down low. Here's Belisle. Belisle able to get along to Stanius. Stanius forces it forward. Got it to the red line, but it's knocked back in by Chanhassen. Gabriel lets it go for Belisle. Belisle harassed. He's able to get it off the glass. Poked forward and then backhanded hard into the zone by Brady Borgstad. In front of the White Bear student section. Big collision. Storm looking for an outlet. Pulled Baker to the Storm bench. Chanhassen able to force it out. Up the ice is Willis. He'll go to his right. Then a shot goes into the glove of Gabriel, taken by Bosch with 14:09 to go. Period 1. Gabriel has a save now in a scoreless hockey game.
Yeah, Chanhassen so far, one thing I've noticed early on, they've got a solid forecheck brewing for them. I've seen them create a couple turnovers already. It looks up till at first looks like nothing's going to happen, but it's almost like they're setting up a play waiting for a turnover to be created, and they've created some already.
Draw one by White Bear Lake. Does escape the zone, and the Storm don't touch up, and that will result in an offside. Just found its way past the blue paint there. Bears will take it. Forced in off the draw. Sending it down. Willett plays it behind the Storm goal. Back to the blue line. Fired down low. Immediately, a shot taken left side by Distad. Doesn't go for the Bears. Storm able to clear. Distad back. Fight. To neutralize before it's sent back deep by Charlie Olson. Biskins stops behind his goal. He'll slide it forward. Lee goes behind the goal with it as the Storm will try up the right side now. Nice poke check put on, but keeping with it and skating forward is Uhlenkamp, but he was offside as he entered the zone, and we have another Chanhassen offside. The 4:03 mark of the first period. Still scoreless here at TCO Sports Garden. Great crowd on hand on this Tuesday night. People getting ready to go. A lot of Hockey Day gear out there. HockeyDayMN.com. Get your tickets right now. Might as well. Also got some apparel out there and buy online. And, of course, you will be able to buy on site as well. Here come the Storm. A shot goes over the White Bear Lake goal. Bounces out to Curtis. He'll rotate it right now down to the corner. Back out high for Biskins. He finds Curtis. He'll fire a shot. Goes up in the air. Dribbles down. Now a centering pass goes all the way back to Biskins. He winds. He fires it. Pinballs around in front of the White Bear Lake goal, and the Bears able to clear it to the blue line, but not out. And the Storm keep the pressure on. Centering pass out here for Curtis. Curtis fires a shot. Save made by Gabriel. Rebound cleared out. Biskins keeping it in once again. He shakes a defender, cuts from left to right. Here's Curtis. Back to Biskins at the blue line. He'll fire a shot. Smith picks up the rebound for driving in, backhand shot goes too wide the White Bear Lake goal. Smith had his own rebound for a moment, but it's poked off his stick, but then he retrieves it. Here's Smith again looking to center. Goes back out to the blue line. Played across. Biskins down to the corner. Forecheck continues for Chanhassen. Than that. Storm trying to clear it out. Borgstad comes back and helps, sends it on goal. Dribbling puck. Paddled away by Brady Marsh, and the puck is sent down the ice back into the White Bear Lake end. Here's Gallatin. Long pass in the direction of Alaska, doesn't connect, and it will go for an icing with 10:47 to go in the first period. The Bears weather the Storm, at least for the moment, but that was a tough forecheck and a lot of great chances.
Yeah, you could see, especially that top defensive pairing between Curtis and Biskins working it. White Bear Lake was not allowing anything down low. They wanted to make sure of that, but those couple pair of defensemen worked it around solidly, worked it down low, created shot opportunities, created tip opportunities, and created some havoc early on.
Miller to Robbins. Pushes it all the way around to the far corner. It's Paka finding Miller. Miller fighting there with Noah Norman. And sticks with it. Gets it to the blue line. Pass across through the White Bear Lake zone. It goes now behind the Bears goal. It's backhanded around. Miller again at that half wall. He's basically set up shop there. Puck comes free. Chance for the Storm. Swung around by Jensen. He'll just drop it down to the corner. Coming back to his feet is Paka. He takes a White Bear Lake hit, and Gallatin scoops up the loose puck and rims it around the wall near side. In front of that White Bear Lake bench, it's helped along and sent down the ice by Kyle Gibson. It goes for another icing as the Bears is trying to hang on here after a couple of long sustained forechecks by the Chanhassen Storm.
Yeah, it looks like just continued renewal pressure here. There was a turnover originally from Kyle Gibson in the zone. Could have been more costly, but a couple turnovers, a couple pressures. They're winning pucks along the boards.
Storm won the draw, but Delaney stole it away before they could do anything with it, and he'll send it down the ice. So Chanhassen retreats. Ben Curtis picks it up. Hard pass to his right, gets it right back. Now trying to thread the needle, nearly did. It just bounced off the backhand of that would have been a breakaway. The Bears catch a break instead as the puck was harmless into the corner. Here comes the Storm once again. Left to right, shots, the stick goes up in the flat, bounces down and sent behind by Uhlenkamp. Uhlenkamp watches it go by him. Delaney has it, slides it to his right for Borgstad. Borgstad cuts across into the zone on the right side, driving in, fires a shot, juicy rebound, nobody there for White Bear as it was in the midway through period number one. Still no goals yet. The Storm trying to change that here. They've had a lot of time of possession in this opening frame as they fire one from the right side. That's blocked in front. Bears trying to clear. They can't do so. Knocked back behind by Mateus Bosch. Behind the goal, the Storm keep the pressure going. Out high for Baker. Baker sends one off the back wall, takes a hard hop off the TCO Sports Garden wall, and Stanius can't clear as the puck is sent from the blue line into the glove of Leo Gabriel with 8.25 to go in period one. Still scoreless in Vandus Heights.
Yeah, it's pressure continues here from the Storm, and it's been hard for White Bear Lake so far to just get pucks out of the zone. Grady Gallatin on the last one tried to just sauce it out of the zone, wasn't able to do so, and Chanhassen, or thankfully for Gabriel, it was more of a soft glove save for him, but shots are just continuing to pour.
Storm knock it back behind the White Bear Lake goal. Here's Belisle. He'll knock it forward, and they're going to wave off the icing there. Say it hit a Storm stick, so Bears will give chase as they send it back behind the Storm goal. Collected by Parker. He got it to the blue line, but it's kept by Belisle. He'll try to find it. It goes out his skate, and it bounces out to neutral ice before Belisle sends it in. Now pass up the right wall at the red line Spur Lake zone, but the Bears certainly have had their chances so far and technically lead in shots on goal 4-3. Really a quality over quantity situation right now in terms of scoring chances between the Storm and the Bears. Bisgans to his left. Up the ice comes Curtis. 85-foot pass to Christ. Christ fires one. It's blocked by his own guy, and the Bears are able to lead. Around the corner for Delaney. Delaney backhand pass collected by Uhlenkamp at the blue line and then forced out by Charlie Olson. It finds the stick of Caden Lee, who goes to his right for Bisgans, and Bisgans will send it deep into the White Bear Lake again. Fresh 5, or at least 3 for Chanhassen as they complete the line change here and continue the forecheck. Willis ridden off the puck, but helped along by Tyler Smith. And some skates and some sticks. Rode down there helping, as is Borgstad. He got it to the blue line, but it's kept in. Great shot by Borgstad, diving down in front of that one. Now Gallatin picks up that loose puck and sent it right off the back of Stanius, and that allows Chanhassen to control the puck at least for a moment. And the official semicircle, it's grabbed and sent deep by Jack Risch, directed aside by Gabriel to Stanius. He'll move in, trying to beat him, the defender. Great work by Bosch, privy to it. And then Stanios pickpockets a man and sends it deep. Off the corner wall, it's Rode. Rode sends it behind the goal. Storm go to the near corner, and it's carried out by Evan Miller. Miller from left to right across neutral ice. Laska for White Bear. He'll beat a check, gets the puck deep in the corner. Around the wall. Norman sends it back down low. Goes off the stick of Norman. Storm collect it, but Willett has it go right past his stick. And down the ice, it's Brady Robbins dumping it deep for Chanhassen. Norman. His pass intercepted. Carried, fired toward the goal, and then a rebound. That was nice, but they couldn't get it on goal. Gabriel watches it go by him, and the Bears are able to clear it out. Delaney, one hand, lost it. Bears forced to regroup. Gallatin scanning it back in his own zone briefly before sending it off the stick of Willett, and it goes into the zone. They'll go circle to circle. Biskins pass up the ice, up in the air. Caught away by Gabriel. It's down. Eulenkamp, there's one. Losing the slot, backhanded shot, doesn't go up. Eulenkamp, centering one again, going up the White Bear Lake. Toward the White Bear Lake, finally gathered and covered by Leo Gabriel with 3.5 to go in period one, still scoreless.
It's become a chess battle. Both teams really just now haven't been able to establish as much zone time as Chanhassen did in the first 10.
Biskins whips a wrister for the blue line, and Gabriel making the save. Bizarre period so far. Chanhassen dominating much of it, but it doesn't feel like they're dominating the game because they haven't been able to get many scoring opportunities off of it. Gabriel tested a little bit, but not much. He'll try that here, and he was tested there. Got the pad down, made the save, and then it's sent down the ice. Unfortunately, we do not have hybrid icing in high school, and even though Belial was closest, still called icing, so we go back to the White Bear Lake side. Nice. Curtis to his right, the one-time shot from Lee. It was, I guess, stopped for a moment there, so perhaps the shot blocked on away and didn't get what he wanted. So to go. Remains scoreless, and then the Storm sent it down the ice, and another icing. One by the Storm. They work it up the ice, far side. It's Willis gaining the line. A little drop pass here for Smith. Back to Willis in the corner. Willis goes over for Baker. To Risch, back to Baker. Hard pass to Bosch. Bosch's shot redirected on goal. Rebound cleared out, and then the net goes off the moorings. It was actually, I believe, Jake Risch. So that face-off will come out to neutral ice. So definitely a miscue. Great save by Gabriel, but the rebound was juicy. But Risch couldn't stop his momentum and ended up pushing the net off.
Yeah, Chanhassen and the Storm were doing a nice job circling bodies around and getting bodies in front of the net, in front of Gabriel. And Borgstead trying to just shove him out and end up getting a tip on Gabriel, making a terrific save here early on. And as you mentioned, a big face-off in neutral zone because of the nets coming off.
Little over 2 to go here in period one. The Storm, with the vast majority of opportunities, have been unable to convert. Here's Miller trying to change that. Got it to the corner. Alex Jensen. Kicked forward by Parker. Back to the blue line. Delaney trying to jam it free. Stolen away by Curtis. He'll slide it over to Bisgans, and then Curtis got it right back. In Curtis's skates now. He tracks it down, got it across the ice. Off the glass, back into the Storm end. A little under 90 seconds left in period one as Rode tries to force a turnover. Can't do so. Glove down to his stick by Lee. He'll find Christ. Christ puts on the brakes as he enters the corner. Eckerly trying to muscle the puck away. He's able to do so. Stanius off the glass. Hand pass back in, and that will be called. And we have an offensive zone draw with 68 seconds to go for White Bear Lake. And I'll tell you what, Zach, still scoreless, that's good. But I think for just the mental side of the game for the Bears, you want to get some opportunity here in the later stages of this one. Good opportunity if they can win the draw.
Yeah, I mean, this is a nice face-off if you can try to win it here. Kind of tangled up and whatnot, but maybe get one, maybe two shots on net here to finish the period. Just go in. Even though Chanhassen's looked like the team with the one step forward, they've definitely had.
Eulenkamp with the shot. It's still loose and finally covered up by Gabriel. That was the opposite of what we wanted.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, it comes down to you just kind of want them to get a shot. And they couldn't really line one up there in that sequence, but they can try at least get net, because those first three shots came in the first, 3-4 minutes of the game. And since then, I mean, you can see it on the ice. There is a lot of snow on one side and a lot of open ice on the other. So we'll see what will happen here in the crucial final minute of this first period. It's Belisle. He'll ring it around the wall. Kept in by Bosch easily at the blue line. Fires one, hits a stick, goes over Willett's stick and into the corner where it's scooped up by Risch. Risch tried to clear, but it's stolen away by Willett. He'll go off the wall, trying to go back to himself here, and he is 1v2 and is able to keep the puck in his skates. Great work by Devin Willett. The Storm end up coming away with the puck, but that was a 1v2 opportunity, and he won the race to the puck and almost had control as the puck finds its way to center ice with 10 seconds left. Belisle picks it up, looks for options here. 5 seconds remain. Here's Charlie Olson. He'll wind, he'll fire a shot, and there's that shot we were talking about as time expires in the first 17 minutes of this one. Chanhassen dominant through much of the period, but the
team through the first 17, but it wasn't super dominant, I would say. Like, White Bear Lake was definitely hanging around in there and whatnot, and it's more of now just trying to find some establishment in the offensive end of things. Defensively, you've been able to hold them just to 8 shots so far. Besides maybe some turnovers in your own zone, they've defensively, I think, played a pretty solid game so far. Gabriel hasn't needed to be super active so far, but when need be, he's done his thing. And the Bears so far through 17, I think, are sitting in a really good spot.
Yeah, certainly, and we'll see what happens here and after a break and see what they can come out with. Let's just say, with that injury to Welch, that shakes up every line. Everybody's still trying to get used to playing with each other, and you go to this point in the season, Zach, and it's, you've been playing with a lot of the same guys throughout the year, and they sort of shake up their role. And you look at Nolan Rowe, who had been playing with Borstad throughout the year, and is now playing with him again, but also with Jack Stanius, and so that chemistry has to start flowing, and that needs time to develop. And of course, you got Michael Delaney and Devin Willett, and these guys. If you were to take this line chart that we're looking at here, compare it to what we saw just even a few weeks ago, it is completely different. You wonder, hopefully, as the game goes on, these guys can mesh a little bit more, get some more scoring opportunities, because Leo Gabriel has been playing great, and let's just say it, even though. You look at the shots 8-4 and 8 shots in the period. That's not terrible, and considering the amount of time that was spent in the White Bear Lake zone, I think you would have expected that number to be a lot higher.
Yeah, I mean, White Bear Lake, they haven't come out super intimidated either. They look comfortable for the most part just playing this team. It just looks like the Storm are the faster team for the most part. And like you said, if you could build any sort of chemistry, Jack Stanius, I thought so far, has looked pretty solid. He doesn't look super uncomfortable being in that first line. He's had some good touches, been able to dump the puck in and go and chase and whatnot. But now it's more just establishing things in the zone and hopefully creating more opportunity that you can kind of just pass that red line and that'll just squirt on harmlessly over on net towards Henderson.
We'll take just a little bit, but on the Pods Complete Car Care and Accessories scoreboard, it's White Bear Lake 0, Chanhassen 0. After thank you for tuning in on this beautiful Tuesday evening, the last game for the Bears before hockey game on Saturday. So getting everything in, all the last. We continue to look ahead to that, but for now we still have 34 minutes of regulation to go before we can finally fully look ahead to the rivalry on Saturday. Can't wait. We will talk more about that throughout the broadcast this evening, but thanks to those of you for tuning in. Thanks to the whole crew here at TCO Sports Garden tonight. The Bears and the Chanhassen Storm scoreless after fun. You're watching White Bear Lake Soccer on the home of White Bear Nation, the home.
Just tires and wheels, and morphed into full service automotive repair, maintenance, and then now into custom truck accessories. We do sprayed in truck bed liners, we do some industrial coatings as well. So really anything in a vehicle, pertaining to a vehicle, that's what we do. We're all locally owned, we're all from here. You go from helping a customer at service counter, and then later on the night you can see them at a hockey game or a football game, and it's nice to be able to say hi to those guys, and we appreciate their support. I don't need to fix everything on your car today and see you again. We want to grow relationships, right? We've got people with auto repair needs, things like that. It's more of a kind of level, right? We'll educate you, discuss how severe your repairs may be, and what can wait a little while. Our telephone number is 651-426-4640. We have a website, it's www.podstire.com. Of course, we're on Facebook and Instagram as well.
I'm Will Anderson, graduated from White Bear Lake High School in 1991. Played hockey for the Bears for 3 years. I was lucky enough to go to the state tournament my sophomore and junior year. My thing at American Family is I believe that customer service is a lost art form. You can buy insurance from a number of different people and a number of different ways out there. If you're buying insurance online and you don't have a representative, I'd love to be that person. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we always insure people the way we would want to be insured. So I start out with a very insurance package. I believe that your home is your number one asset. So you want to make sure that's very well protected. Most people would rather pay a little bit more to have great coverage, and that's what we do. We give people the options for great protection. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but you can call us, text us at 612-361-7283. That's my cell phone, 612-361-7283, or willandersonagency.com.
Hay Creek Entertainment is your go-to source for skilled entertainment and AV labor. We provide everything from stagehands, audio, lighting, and video technicians, to camera operators, riggers, carpenters, and runners. Our dedicated team of professionals are committed to delivering outstanding service to our clients, as well as LED walls, staging, and much more. Attention to detail is what makes the difference between a good show and a phenomenal show. Details create the big picture, from booking entertainment that fits your budget and audience, to providing production, venue design, and ticketing. We can handle it all for you. We have the experience to know how the parts work and how to bring them all together. Our scope of services allows you to work with one company from concept to completion.
When I learned about Hay Creek for an event I was thrilled. I asked Hay Creek to help me with the production side of my large assemblies. And I did that because what they can do is they can manage stage, everything from sound, lighting, stage design, stage setup. Hay Creek Entertainment can absolutely help you in setting up for your event. They will bring in the most talented, heart-centered, very detail-oriented people, and they can make your event more amazing than it was already going to be. They make it easy. Their communication is incredible. Their staff are wonderfully kind, and they believe in what they do to make experiences matter.
Hay Creek Entertainment is your one-stop shop for artist management, booking management, production, and rehearsal space.
I book small outdoor gatherings all the way up to large concerts and arenas, new artists to headliners. We make every effort at Hay Creek to make sure that the right artist is matched with the right venue. We do the research, the tour data, the ticketing, our due diligence basically. Booking can be challenging. There's researching bands, phone calls, scheduling. All of this takes time. Let us do the detail work. We're good at it. Behind every successful artist is a management team that got them there. A successful career requires a large amount of business knowledge. That is something that Hay Creek can provide. We will collaborate, innovate, and communicate to give you every opportunity to reach or exceed your goals. Hay Creek has the expertise to be there. Services we offer on top of artist management is everything you need for EPKs, photo shoots, promo videos. We will help build and design your technical and hospitality riders. We'll also manage all contracts, negotiations, payments, and transactions. Whatever it takes, we've got your back. It's a huge advantage to work with our team because of our scope of services. Contact Hay Creek today for all your entertainment needs.
Welcome back to TCO Sports Garden. It is scoreless between White Bear Lake and Chanhassen after one period of play. The Storm wasted no time. In fact, they got their 5 skaters out there. White Bear Lake hasn't even made it to the bench yet. So we keep looking now. There's some kids like having their hands out, ready to go, looking for the other team. The officials are here. Chanhassen is here, but White Bear Lake still not to be found. Regardless, with Zach Chapman, I'm Zach Halverson. Zach, you look at the shots, 8-4. Face-offs won in favor of Chanhassen, 12-3. Both teams even with turnovers. White Bear Lake had the edge in the physicality department with 11 hits to 6 for Chanhassen. But the key stat that 8 block Chanhassen too. Those 8 block shots crucial. And where is the team?
Yeah, that's a very good question. They had a lot of bumps and bruises in those block shots.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Just a minute before the buzzer sounds. Elevator music.
Walter Wanderley, Summer Samba. Again, I just, and now the official heading back to the White Bear locker room, and I guess they're just getting their money's worth on the full 15-minute intermission, I would imagine. I don't know. Hopefully everything is good down there. But this is concerning. There we go. I've been doing this for however many years now. This is, I think, our 11th season. Not sure I've ever seen where a situation in which the other team was on the ice, all 5 skaters and the bench and the officials and everything. But regardless, going back to our original point, 8 block shots. I mean, they helped their goaltender out. They kept the puck to the outside, and it was an impressive defensive effort that made up for the lack of the offense.
Yeah, White Bear Lake, physicality aspect and just putting your bodies on the line is definitely ways to try and slow down a speeding team like the Storm have been so far. And when you're laying bodies on the ground, your goalkeeper loves it, and it's just preventing more and more opportunities from the net, and it just shows the grit and the will that this team has in trying to get this win here tonight. So it's something you love to see, especially from these White Bear Lake Bears.
See how they can start off the second period back underway. It's a face-off win for the Bears. It's their 3rd of the game. Kept in, Belisle fakes a shot, grabs it, sends it on off the skates of Rod. It bounces back. Another shot goes wide of the Chanhassen cage. Now in front again, a shot and a diving block shot effort by Tyler Smith. Redirects that one over the Storm goal. That was a grade A scoring opportunity, setting up shop in the goal, but it never had a chance.
I don't know how the Storm left Distad all alone right in the slot, but as you mentioned, a beautiful sliding save from Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith, the leading goal scorer, but willing to put his body on the line in order to help his team
centering
out.
into Borgstad with the shot that doesn't go, and the rebound will be cleared down the ice for an icing, and a great 33 seconds of hockey to start this second period for White Bear Lake. They can't convert, but that is probably a better 33 seconds than we saw all period in the first period.
Whatever they were doing in the locker room that prevented them from coming out must be working, because, like you said, they have come out here and they are ready to go.
Possible 2-on-1 chance for White Bear Lake start, comes right down the ice and scores the first goal of the hockey game.
Yeah, just a block shot that goes out. As best as he could. The shot go on and it just squeaks by. He's moving right to left.
Bit of a gut punch after such a great start, but the Bears can build on that first 33 seconds and not the 11 or so that followed as the Storm ice it. Well, we may have waited. I mean, we may have had to wait a little longer for the Bears to come out to get this period started, but didn't have to wait long for some action here. What a first minute of this one as it finally passes. Two great scoring chances for White Bear Lake. One goal for Chanhassen. Delaney steps up. Tries to keep it in front of him. Does so. As a race for the puck is on. Delaney still with it. Was tied up in the process. And coming back to save the day for the Storm was Ben McNeely. But the Storm will send it down the ice, and that'll be their third icing of the period. 91 seconds. We've had 3 icings.
Yeah, much slower start to this period than the first period. And back to McNeely's play. It was a good stick tie-up with Delaney along the far boards. Delaney probably could have been able to work to the inside, maybe create a good shot opportunity, and McNeely, bottom of the depth chart for defenders, making a good play.
Off the draw, one-timer by Borgstad just misses. Great clean win by Rode. Behind the net, it's Stanius. Swung around the wall near side. Storm trying to clear. They can't do so. Borgstad sends it right with the shot. Shin pad bounces to the corner. He's there first. Storm out to center. At the red line, it's dumped in by Uhlenkamp. Behind the goal, centering attempt, set on goal, save made, rebound, still trying to jam it in there on the near side of the cage. Bears able to clear it out. Uhlenkamp with multiple opportunities as the Storm try to, and it's off of a Storm glove and into the Chanhassen bench. So neutral zone draw coming for White Bear and Chanhassen.
And the Bears might have just escaped with the Storm missing an opportunity there. I'm surprised it almost didn't end up in the back of the net. Originally, it looked like down low that the puck had squirted through the 5-hole of Gabriel and ended up going across through the crease. And I was surprised they weren't able to get a stick tap. Don't really know how in the world it ended up getting behind the net, but Bears might have caught a break there.
Draw won by the Storm. They send it to the far corner. Gallatin scored corner. Leading was Norman, who played out side. Chanhassen retreats. It's Baker. He'll go over to Bosch with it. Back to Baker. Robbins redirects it down the ice, but he was well behind the red line, and Chanhassen once again another ice. And give the Bears offense credit. They've been forcing these icings. Putting the pedal to the metal, not a lot of room for Chanhassen to work with, and forcing them to take chances that have resulted now, again, 4 icings in the first 2 minutes and 50 seconds of period 2. Off the glass, do we have 5? And I think we're gonna. Wow. So 5 icings now for Chanhassen.
Very odd.
The Bears can start turning the tide on the face-off circle, which they have in the second period. Being an exception. Start to perhaps get some more zone control and try to find the equalizer. Out to the red line. Now take the pass from Distad, sends it off the shelf. It rattles all the way around. Delaney stepping up. Sends it back behind. Baker. Shakes a body check, and then another hit put on as the puck is touched up. A hand is up in the air, and we believe we're going to see the first penalty of the hockey game. And I believe it's going to be on Chanhassen. So White Bear Lake about to go on a Will Anderson American Family Insurance power play here, heading to the box for interference is Tyler Smith. Again, that goes back to the hard work of this squad, forcing. Draw one by Road, back to Belisle. Belisle skates across the blue line, goes down the corner for Gallatin. Gallatin, trying to keep the puck on his stick, is able to do so, finds Road. Road back to the outside, passed it right to a Chanhassen stick. The clearing attempt hits the back of Eulenkamp, and then it's helped along by Eulenkamp into the zone. Chanhassen short-handed with some good looks there as Belisle played it. He had full control. Perhaps some breaths held up here, but Bears send it down deep. Road trying to get this power play set up for White Bear. Gives it to Belisle. Belisle up the left side, curls to the outside, and then tried to go back to Road, but it's stolen away and sent down the ice by Chanhassen. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go in the power play as White Bear Lake returns to the Chanhassen zone. It's sent across to Belisle. Belisle back across for Road. Road looks to his right, finds Borgstad. Back to Road at the point. Left side, Belisle with the shot. Finds its way just wide of the Chanhassen goal. And the Storm able to ring it hard around the wall. Down the ice it goes. Gabriel will stop it. Bears get a fresh 5. 42 seconds left in that power play.
It was a cheeky little shot there by Joe Belisle. Not a whole lot of power to it, but was hoping it looked like to over the blocker.
Bears lost it as they entered the zone. Half minute to go. Eulenkamp will almost get there first. The poke check by Gabriel that spurs the power play down the ice, and they'll dump it in deep with 18 seconds to go. Eckerly stepping up. Glove down by Akins. That's Stanius. Eckerly behind Delaney. Picks it up. Delaney stays with it. Tried to go across, can't connect with Olsen, and that spurs forward a pass to Eulenkamp, who fires a shot, save, rebound, can't control. It just kind of trickled off his stick to Jack Christ and couldn't get the shot that he wanted, and that results in a Bears clear, but a great penalty kill by Chanhassen. Not many chances in those 2 minutes for White Bear Lake, and icing number 6 of the period. Chanhassen sent it down the ice once again.
Very interesting why the Storm continually decide to ice the puck, especially when they came out in that first period with what looked like a faster team.
Well, Bears win the draw, will it? Back to Akins. Akins will step up. Puck goes by him, but in support nicely was Kyle Gibson. Puck comes free in front of the goal, catches some skates, and then goes on goal, on the Chanhassen goal. And Brady Marsh had to cover that one. I don't think he's going to get credit for his save because that was his own guy who sent it on goal.
The Storm just don't look comfortable in their zone right now, and it's very odd. It's almost way.
Draw one by Chanhassen. They push it up the wall. Nice outlet pass to Christ. He lost it as he entered the zone. Akins spins around by Road. Has it in the corner. Trying to cycle it back to Borgstad. Instead it goes to the blue line for Distad, who fires a shot, and dropping the pass down just in time was Marsh. Forced out by Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp forced it in the corner. Nice job by Gallatin stealing the puck away. Shoveled forward by Distad, but kept up by Christ and sent to the corner before the Bears is able to flip it high in the air. It bounces to center. The Storm regrouping. Back on Gabriel will shove it up with 9:42 to go. Number 2, it is Chanhassen 1, White Bear Lake 0. Draw one back to Bisgans. He takes a hit as he sent the puck through the far corner. Evan Miller. Pinned up against the wall by Charlie Olson. Jammed free by Jensen, then fired on goal immediately by Parker, and the save is made by Gabriel.
Be nice to see White Bear Lake get a face-off win here. If Chanhassen gets another one, starting to look a little more comfortable back in the offensive zone.
And another puck out of play. Drop push to the corner. Parker grabs it for Chanhassen, cycles it back for Evan Miller. Now back to Parker. Knocked free to the blue line by White Bear Lake. Now poked forward. Here's Delaney. He goes back for Olson. Olson, Laska to his right. Got knocked off his stick. Here's Delaney, though. Sends it just wide of the goal. Olson picks it up in the corner. Goes back for Eckerly. Now across for Delaney, but he can't connect. And Chanhassen plays it to the outside. They'll send it down the ice and tally another one.
That was a good little setup there from White Bear Lake. Charlie Olson trying to make a nice move to get through the middle. Go from backhand, bring it to his forehand, and ends up getting poked away into the corner. And then from the point, shot pass kind of attempt to Michael Delaney. Active sticks for the Storm so far, and if they aren't active, Bears inching closer to creating an opportunity.
Storm off the glass, not out, Road. Now played forward by Gallatin, but it's knocked off his stick. Great job by Risch just muscling that puck away and got it out to neutral ice. Gallatin gets it right back, sends it forward for Borgstad, lets it go for Stanius. Race for the puck is on. Stanius, big hit put on the corner. Gets back up, puck comes free. The Storm control as they try to clear, and they are able to get it across the red line. Here comes Baker. Baker puts the brakes on, fights with Road as the puck goes down low for Risch. Risch looking to center, takes a couple of hops, goes back in front of the White Bear student section, grabbed back to the blue line. It is taken by Bosch, sent in front of the goal, knocked away. Bosch gets it right back. Off the wall, connects with Smith. Tyler Smith brought down, drew a penalty in the process. White Bear Lake will not be able to touch up here. Marsh goes to the bench, and then another hit put on as the physicality picks up. We'll see if it's one or two.
I think it's going to be two. I think they're going to get...
Frustration building for White Bear Lake, and it's been a problem. And here it is. It's Gallatin going to the box, as is Road. So 5-on-3 for 2 long minutes coming up. The power play, the first time in the hockey game. Now the officials talking it over to make sure that there isn't more than just the 2-minute minors.
Yeah, it was an unnecessary hit from Gallatin along the boards. They already were going to be man down. The call to Nolan Road, and just slams his man in the boards unnecessarily. It's penalties like those that can come back and haunt you.
Well, Alex Westad, the public address announcer, is getting an explanation from the official. That's usually not good news, as he's got the pad and paper out. Chanhassen is it is a 5-minute major on Gallatin, most likely for boarding. We'll get the official call here right now. Checking from behind. So 5-minute power play, and the Bears are able to clear it out, but it's going to be a full 2 minute of 5-on-3, and then 3 minutes of that extra where Chanhassen can score as much as they want. And with a 32% power play percentage, I wouldn't doubt to see one or two at least in the next few minutes. We'll see if the Bears can hang on. So here come the Storm. Across, right side, shot blocked by Belial. It goes off the shelf, bounces down to the stick of Bisgins. He goes to the half wall. Left side, chance across, back in the direction of Bisgins. He adjusts, sends it to the corner. Now a centering pass broken up by the Bears. Played to the corner, and I believe we'll have a face-off. Looks like it'll be inside the zone once again. 57 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. And then it'll be 5-on-4 for 3 minutes after that. And, well, at least you got 63 seconds killed.
Yeah.
Carries it forward, we'll have to stick at it, backfires a shot, sends the water bottle flying. It's 2-0 Chanhassen.
That's a beautiful shot there from Ben Curtis. And that front pair of defenders, Curtis had been struggling so far in the second period. He had looked a little bit uncomfortable, but in the offensive zone, just an absolute snipe. Top shelf right over Gabriel. It was a solid penalty kill to start, but end up finding their rhythm.
Back from the Storm. Great couple of chances shorthanded for White Bear. Driving down, pass across one time, shot scored. Tyler Smith. And it's 3-0 Chanhassen. And then could not have hand here. Still 3 minutes and 7 seconds.
Wide open, and that pass connect. More than likely, you're going to see some type of connection. Wasn't the cleanest contact, but it's on target. It's enough. Gabriel sliding from right to left. It's a difficult save, and back goals here in the span of seconds for the Storm.
Well, you gotta stay disciplined against teams like this, and it's unfortunately been a struggle here in this part of the second period. Across, Olsen watches it go by him, gets a handle on it. Storm come back the other way, and Borgstad knocks his man off the puck. That was Jake Fish. Big collision. Physicality definitely picking up once again. The shot goes just past Gabriel to his right. Unable to keep it in was Christ, but did not give up the breakaway chance. That could have been if Borgstad had his way. Out to Bisgins. He'll go to his left to Christ. Christ deep in the corner. 1:48 to go in the 5-minute major to Gallatin. The left side, a shot hits a shin pad, goes to the corner. Tyler Smith to Christ. To Bisgins, back to Bisgins, who fires a shot, blocked by Olsen and sent down the ice. We'll see how much fuel is left in the road tank, how much he can pressure here. With 1:18 to go in the power play for Chanhassen, breaking free his own Bisgins. He'll get it to neutral ice, let it go for lead, but the Storm were offside as they had the line with 69 seconds to go in that 5-minute major to Radiation.
That was a really really good shift from Nolan Rowan coming out. He forced a lot of pressure, was disruptive throughout the process, was able to have enough gas to continue to be disruptive. Really, really good job. And it helped the Bears the rest of the way. Charlie Olsen had a nice block, but ever since the goal, Bears kind of have responded in a good way.
Good face-off win for White Bear. They cleared down the ice. Bisgins to his left. Chris gathers speed. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Bisgins to his left. Skated forward, fired on goal, save made by Gabriel off of Eulenkamp's shot.
Tyler Smith's heading back to the box. He's going to get called for slashing. We're going to have some 4-on-4 here.
Offensive zone penalty. Tyler Smith not too happy about that. He's been all over the digital score sheet tonight. So as you mentioned, Zach, 36 seconds of 4-on-4, followed by a minute and 24 seconds of power play, if my White Bear math is correct. 3 1/4 to go in the second period. Bears desperate for a goal. Scoreless after 1. The Storm capitalized the first minute of the second period. That was shortened to their icing route and send one right back down the ice.
I wonder if that's some sort of game plan they've been doing. It's super odd how many icings they've had when numbers are even.
Off. The draw hits the side of the cage. Got some heart fluttering up here, but couldn't get it on goal. Belial coming back with 15 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Bears will try alive, sending it down the ice behind the Chanhassen goal. Now here's Rode. Rode looking for options, sends it across. Borgstad just misses. Oh, looked like destiny after jumping up in the air and swatting the puck down to keep that play alive. Had a great chance in the back door, just couldn't get it on target.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Absolutely beautiful play all around from Borgstad. And the only thing he doesn't do right here is buried in the back of the net. But keeping that alive, creating a chance now on the power play. So close.
Lyle steps up, fires a shot, save, loose puck in the slot, cleared to the outside. Borgstad will keep it alive here with 55 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Belial back to Borgstad in the circle. Across, hard pass connects with Rode. He'll find Belial. He'll return it to Rode. Rode fires a shot, hits the 2022 Section 4 AA banner, and I believe after seeing the 2021 Section 4A championship banner get hit on Friday, I think the Bears are one banner hit. Officials didn't like the face-off about. And they drop the puck again, and the face-off is 1-0. Half minute to go on the power play. Borgstad backwards to Belial, who finds Rode. Rode.
Yeah, I read that. Some clean shot. Being in the right time.
15 seconds to go on the power play. They're going to call a hand pass. As Eckley went off his glove right to Charlton, and that's a costly hand pass. As it not only stops play, where it looks like they're developing something, but brings that face off all the way back into the White Bear Lake end. 89 seconds to go in the period, 15 seconds to go in the power play. Bears looking for some late period magic to go to the locker room with some positivity. Michael Delaney trying to get that going. His pass intercepted by Eulenkamp. Distad, as the Storm are full strength, slides along for Stanius. Distad gets it back, gains the line, sends it deep. Alex Westad doing the honors. A minute to go. Plays it behind for Olsen. He'll look to center. Knocked back behind the Storm cage. Back to the blue line. Kept in Akins. Redirected just wide by Olsen. Maybe caught a piece of it, but perhaps wanted more as Delaney sends it back in the direction of Olsen. Olsen steals the puck away, takes a hit away from the puck, and then up to the blue line. Belisle trying to keep it in, is able to do so on the first two, but the third effort is a charm for Chanhassen as they steal the puck away with a half minute to go and one more icing. They're on one by White Bear Lake. Akins across. Goes behind the goal. Stanius 50 to go. Belisle hard behind the goal for Road. Road looking to center. Ridden off the puck as it's grabbed here and cleared off the glass to center. 5 seconds to go, and that will pretty much do it here after 2 periods. And a very active second period featuring goals and penalties, keeping the scorekeeper busy. It's 3-0 after 2. Chanhassen leads White Bear Lake.
Yeah, Chanhassen able to convert once on a breakaway, 2 on 1, and then just a couple power play goals, and penalty really the difference, especially that one to Gallatin, giving up 2 big-time goals, and could be looking at a different game if it wasn't for that. So Bears going in, continue to stay disciplined. They're starting to find more rhythm offensively. They're starting to get more efficient in the dot, which is definitely helping them out. But they still have 17 minutes to go. You're down by 3. Can't really give up another goal.
Period. On the Pods Complete Car Care and Accessories scoreboard, it's White Bear Lake 0, Chanhassen 3 through 34 minutes of regulation. 17 more to come. See if the Bears can't get something put together in the locker room and come back firing out here in the third period. We'll take a breather. Back with more after this. You're watching White Bear Lake Boys Hockey on the Horn, presented by Pods Complete Car Care and Accessories.
Helping a customer at service counter, and then later on in the night you can see them at a hockey game or a football game, and it's nice to be able to say hi to those guys, and we appreciate their support. I don't need to fix everything on your car today and never see you again. We want to grow relationships, right? We talk to people about auto repair needs, things like that. It's more of a kind of a 1 through 10 level, right? We'll help educate you and discuss how severe your repairs might be and what can wait a little while. Our telephone number is 651-426-4640. We have a website, it's www.podstire.com. Of course, we're on Facebook and Instagram as well.
I'm Will Anderson, graduated from White Bear Lake High School in 1991. Played hockey for the Bears for 3 years. I was lucky enough to go to the state tournament my sophomore and junior year. My thing at American Family is I believe that customer service is a lost art form. You can buy insurance from a number of different people and a number of different ways out there. If you're buying insurance online and you don't have a representative, I'd love to be that person. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we always insure people the way we would want to be insured. So I start out with a very robust insurance package. I believe that your home is your number one asset. So you want to make sure that's very well protected. Most people would rather pay a little bit more to have great coverage. And that's what we do. We give people the options for great protection. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but you can call us, text us at 612-361-7283. That's my cell phone, 612-361-7283, or willingagency.com.
Hay Creek Entertainment is your go-to source for skilled entertainment and AV labor. We provide everything from stagehands, audio, lighting, and video technicians, to camera operators, riggers, carpenters, and runners. Our dedicated team of professionals are committed to delivering outstanding service to our clients from load in to load out. We have a full inventory of concert-grade, state-of-the-art equipment. We carry audio, video, and lighting rigs, as well as LED walls, staging, and much more. Attention to detail is what makes the difference between a good show and a phenomenal show. Details create the big picture, from booking entertainment that fits your budget and audience to providing production, venue design, and ticketing. We can handle it all for you. We have the experience to know how the parts work and how to bring them all together. Our scope of services allows you to work with one company from concept to completion.
When I learned about Hay Creek Entertainment and what they can provide for an event like I do, I was thrilled. I asked Hay Creek Entertainment to help me with the production side of my large assemblies. And I did that because what they can do is they can manage everything from sound, lighting, stage design, stage setup. Hay Creek Entertainment can absolutely help you in setting up for your event. They will bring in the most talented, heart-centered, very detail-oriented people, and they can make your event more amazing than it was already going to be. They make it easy. Their communication is incredible. Their staff are wonderful.
Hay Creek Entertainment is your one-stop shop for artist management, booking management, production, and rehearsal space.
I book small outdoor gatherings all the way up to large concerts and arenas, new artists to headliners. We make every effort at Hay Creek to make sure that the right artist is matched with the right venue. We do the research, the tour data, the ticketing, our due diligence basically. Booking can be challenging. There's researching bands, phone calls, scheduling. All of this takes time. Let us do the detail work. We're good at it. Behind every successful artist is a management team that got them there. A successful career requires a large amount of business knowledge. That is something that Hay Creek can provide. We will collaborate, innovate, and communicate to give you every opportunity to reach or exceed your goals. Hay Creek has the expertise to get you there. Services we offer on top of artist management is everything you need for your EPKs. Photo shoots, promo videos. We will help build and design your technical and hospitality riders. We'll also manage all contracts, negotiations, payments, and transactions. Whatever it takes, we've got your back. Of our scope of services. Contact Hay Creek today for all your entertainment needs.
Yeah, we'll see you then.
Sorry.
That's why.
We welcome you back to the greatest hockey arena ever constructed. It's the White Bear Lake Bears and the Chanhassen Storm here at TCO Sports Garden in Bandus Heights. He's Zach Chapman. I'm Zach Halverson. The Storm leading 3-0 thanks to a big second period. They scored in the first minute. They added 2 in a lengthy power play and are in total control of this one. But Zach, I mean, 17 minutes is a lot of time. Crazier things have happened. We'll see if White Bear Lake can muster up.
Yeah, White Bear Lake's not out of it by any means just yet. You're down. It's a big 3 number, and Chanhassen coming in 4th-ranked team. They started off the period very well, but White Bear Lake, besides the penalty, they showed spurts that they can still compete with this team, and they can still find a way past Marsh. Now it's just about them executing. But it is going to be a tall task. It more likely is going to take this whole 17 to just get these 3 goals.
Imagine it start with the center there for White Bear, Nolan Road, St. Cloud State commit. Going to keep his point streak going as he has a chance. Shot, score! 10 seconds in, number 9 gets the Bears on the board.
Well, that was just a beautiful play right off the get-go. Get the face-off win, just get it right in the zone, and you put it on your best player's stick. Nolan Road right in the middle of the ice, just fires it. He's not going to miss anything. He's not missing that net by any means. He is pulling the trigger, and that is a big-time goal against Brady Marsh, getting the Bears right back in this game in 10 seconds. Now you really have put yourself back in this game.
Lyle off the draw, rings it around the wall. The band wasn't ready to go. It happened so quick, so they'll play through it. And wow, what a start to this third period. As the Storm will look to respond. A shot hits the back wall. Borgstad on it. Trying to fling it forward. Hits a body instead. Now the Bears at the far side. That's good. As it gets out to neutral ice. Owen Biscuits cuts through. Here's a shot taken by Eulenkamp and a save made by Gabriel. Road closing in on the 20-goal mark. Just a junior. And that line there, Stanius, a sophomore, Road a junior, Borgstad a senior. All 3 classes contributing this year for the Bears. giving the White Bear Lake Band one last opportunity to play the fight song after a goal. They will depart the building here in this third period. Delaney fires a shot, hits a body in zone. Alaska had it knocked off his stick. Akins to Belial, lift on it, got it back, backhanded it forward for Delaney, who goes off the wall. Norman stepping up, couldn't control. Tyler Smith, one of the goal scorers tonight, carried into the White Bear Lake end. Shot off the glove of Gabriel, bounces back around. Another try here for the Storm. They can't get a shot off. Now they do, and that one goes just wide off the stick of Jensen. Gallatin back here, long pass forward to Willis, stolen away. Bears dump it deep. Norman looking after it. Chanhassen, it's Jack Christ, left side, he's dangerous. Nice defensive play by Distad, directing that behind. Chris gets it right back. The weak angle chance. Instead, he'll go to the blue line. Finds Curtis, who fires one off the deflection by Eulenkamp. That goes wide of the White Bear Lake goal. Gallatin picks up for White Bear, looking for options. Splits the two forwards there, pressuring him, but it goes to the red line and knocked right back in by Owen Bisgans. The red line. One headed forward, now Rode grabs it out of the air but couldn't get it to his stick. Eulenkamp trying to fight off Rode. Puck squirts free. Stanius chasing after it, beaten to the puck by Curtis. But still by Rode. Back there first. He'll send it toward the goal. Bounces off a skate. Curtis trying for side, knocked in by Robbins. Belial. His pass does just connect with something there, and that waves off the icing. Baker fighting off Stanius. Moved along for Miller. Redirected in by Robbins. Akins backhanding it there. Centering pass by the Storm, stolen away by Rode. Numbers for the Bears. Rode trying to maneuver his way through. Now it's Belial with the shot that goes all the way through. Good look for White Bear Lake at the trail end of a shift. That happened about a minute ago. I think we would have got a different result, but that top line for White Bear Lake a little bit tired here. Charlie Olsen catches the puck in the air, sends it on goal from center ice, and Marsh will keep the play going, goes behind. Knocked off the far wall for Willis. His pass connects with Risch. Risch finding some open ice. Goes backwards for Bosch. And Bosch will skate behind his goal. Looks to Willis. Bounces down, and an icing is called. With 11:51 to go in the third period, it's a two-score game. So far, so good in this third period for White Bear Lake.
Yeah, both teams have tightened up here. It's been a lot more battle, especially in the neutral zone. Both teams trying to win pucks and then just dumping pucks down low and just trying to develop anything offensively. Both teams have just been throwing pucks in and trying to find another goal here.
Delaney forward to Olsen. Olsen cross in the direction of Alaska. It got knocked up in the air, went over Alaska's stick, and that allows Chanhassen to clear. Distad. To Gallatin. Now to Alaska, to Olsen. Olsen driving in. Let it go for Alaska. And the Storm just able to get it out. Bears touch up, it's offside. lost his footing. He'll get back up and get back to the goal crease. Belial off the wall. Willett fights off a man. He's coming to check him, and Willett gave the check right back. Belial tried to get a pass across. Couldn't get the pass across, but pickpocketed the man who stole it away, Alex Jensen. And it results in an icing, but that could have been a breakaway. A miscue followed by a great play that saved possibly a Chanhassen goal.
Yeah, that was a great recovery from Joe Belial. Almost turned into the worst possibility with Jensen on a breakaway right to Gabriel, but a great stick lift, great physical recovery by Belial, and just forces it out and forcing it into the offensive zone.
Around the wall, Gallatin, Stanius will poke it up in the air, and it goes over the glass, out of play. Definitely not what he wanted to do there. Bears might have had some numbers if that stays in play. Instead, they'll bring a face-off back into the White Bear Lake zone. Draw one by Chanhassen. They go behind the direction of Smith, but Gallatin got in the way of it. Cutting across, driving to the goal, sending it off the goal, and again knocking the net off the cage is Jake Risch. He takes that crashing the net strategy a little bit too literally.
Yeah, he did. He did a nice job, those flipping the defenders, and I don't know how he squeezed through either. If he had a little more room, probably would have had a good opportunity for a good shot on Gabriel, but ran out of real estate and ends up running in the net.
Here's Nolan Road, a lone White Bear Lake goal scorer, sends it through the crease, bounces to Borgstad. Down low behind for Road, who tried to center but whiffed on the pass. Got it back for a moment. Now stepping up is Belial. Belial dropping it down in the direction of Road. But the Storm able to clear it out. And they got numbers entering the zone. Here's Lee on the right side. Lee across shot. Save made by Gabriel. Did not give up a good rebound. And a phenomenal play now. Borgstad moving in. He's got Stanius to his left, but he can't get the pass off. Trickled just off his stick. And now it's Road again. Road fires a shot, save, rebound loose in front, cleared back to the blue line, but the Bears still have it. Belial goes to Road. Road let it go off his stick to the corner, and the Storm are going to clear it back out to center. A couple of great looks again for White Bear Lake. And Belial again, great pickpocket effort. Just steals the puck. I don't know how he does that. It looks like he's gotten beat, but is able to use that long stick, gets it right back. And with 8:48 to go in the third, they're just trying to cut the lead in half now. They're starting down 3-0. Big hit put on by Belial. Chanhassen up the ice. It's business. Gallatin off the corner glass. Falls at the half wall. Around here, a chance save, Gabriel. Bears clear it. Business. Connecting at the red line, goes off of Packa's stick, and Bears retreat. Clock certainly becoming a factor here as we get into the later stages of period number 3. Intercepted. Carries it out, gains the line, sends it deep. Storm able to clear. Belisle turns it back deep into the Storm end. 7 minutes to go on the Pods Complete Car Care and Accessories scoreboard. Storm killing time. They're starting to press just a little bit. That one will go for a trademark, classic, typical Chanhassen Storm ice.
Yeah, Sager sending out the first line here too, which is definitely going to be key. Try to get a face-off win. Now you're down to 6:34. It was a quick 10-second goal from Nolan Rowan, and all of a sudden that time just vanished, and now we're getting to the point where now you need that second goal here very quickly. Nolan Rowan with a huge face-off win.
Here's Road, a chance. Stadius out of the air, got it on goal, but the save made by Marsh. Oh man, what a look there off the draw. Christ moving. The Storm able to. Opportunity is the Bears have a tough task in front of them here. See what they can do with it.
Well, and they're just having a tough time establishing it. They put a lot of pressure here on that blue line early on, and it's very disruptive. It's clearly disrupting the Bears right now.
We have a decent power play, but we'll see what they can do with it. Brady Borgstad to Belisle, winds up, fires, redirected toward the goal, and somehow it stays out of the net.
I think that hit the post too.
Might have caught some iron, and now a hand goes up, and they're going to call Nolan Road for a penalty, and that is not what the Bears needed. Tripping is going to be the call, or slashing, one of them. He did the tripping call, but then changed it to slash. So 4-on-4 for 56 seconds, and then it's going to be a power play for the Storm of 64 seconds. And don't want to be negative here, Zach, but this is going to be a tough task for White Bear Lake. As you can, not only do you have the 4-on-4 here, which here's the good chance there, great shot block by Olsen, who sends it down the ice. It hit off a stick, so no icing. And there's still another half minute to go in the 4-on-4, but you have one of your best guys you want out there right now in the box. So a double whammy for the Bears. 4.5 to go in the third period. White Bear back the other way. Delaney looking for Olsen. Got handcuffed in the process. Delaney again trying to get after it. His stick sent up in the air and drew a penalty in the process. So it'll be 4-on-3 in favor of White Bear Lake for 7 seconds. A minute and 5-second 4-on-4, and then a 55-second power play for White Bear. Don't quote me on that.
Now we've gone through a little bit of chaos here. Not exactly no.
So we'll see what we do in the 4-on-3, and love to have number 9 out there. But Borgstad's been knocking on the door all game. The draw won by White Bear. Belisle tries a shot that hits a body, goes out wide. Belisle trying to keep with it, but it's sent down the ice, and that will be called an icing. So it was sent down when it was 4-on-4. Good call by the official. 4:03 to go in the third. It will be 49 more seconds now, or 49 second power play for White Bear Lake. A minute and 4 hours still to go until Nolan Road is released from the penalty box. That's barring any other penalties that we have here coming up. Chanhassen down the ice. The Storm worked their way in. Nice poke check there, driving Chris to the outside, back to the blue line. Worked across for Bosch. His shot redirected wide of the goal. Now a centering attempt pushed toward the goal by Eulenkamp, but it doesn't connect. And sent deep in the corner. Long pass here, Stanius. He'll move in, fires a shot, gloved by Marsh, and he'll hang on to it. 16 seconds to go. Just heard a collective go from the White Bear crowd and the bench. Trying to muster some magic here late in the third.
It was an opportunity for Stanius. It was tough. I mean, it was really the only look he had. He had to probably put it far side to really have a good shot. Tough shot nonetheless. They were able to recover. Good job, though, just putting your stick on it and at least getting something on net.
Pass up the ice to Tyler Smith. Forces a breakaway, fires a shot, and a save made by Gabriel. 5 seconds ago, Road will go right out there as Charlie Olson cuts across, drives in, and the Bears are full strength now on the power play. Eckerly stepped up, couldn't control. Road pokes it back to Eckerly. Eckerly trying to keep it in front of him. Unfortunately for the Bears, Storm do track it down. They send it down the ice. 35 seconds ago on the 5-on-4. We'll keep an eye on Leo Gabriel and see how aggressive Tim Sager, the head coach for the Bears, wants to be as Distad works it up to his right out of the reach of Belisle. Bears have to regroup and work it up the ice. 2.5 to go. 15 seconds left in the power play as the Bears work it in all the way around. A centering pass shot by Road doesn't go. Hits some bodies in front, goes to the outside. Road gets it right back. 4 seconds to go on the power play. Back to Belisle, back to Road. Road winds up, looks for options, goes across. Another pass in front. Stevie shot! Score!
Nolan Road is playing on a right now. I have never seen this. It was an unbelievable cross-ice pass right across. Borgstead with it, finds Stanius right in the slot, but Nolan Road's presence is just disrupting this whole defense, what he's been able to accomplish so far, and holy moly, this first line connects, and without Aiden Welsh, I think they look pretty comfortable right now.
The Bears are now within one, and the officials will head over. The teams will head back, and they'll call a timeout. But the Bears, after giving up 3 goals in the second, you go back 2 of those goals on a lengthy power play. Keep in mind, we mentioned how good the Storm were heading into this game. They're top 5 team in the state. They've proven themselves throughout the year, only losing 1 game all season long. 15 wins in 2022-2023. And, man, you take away that lengthy power play in the second, this one is a different ballgame. And who knows what will happen here as the Bears trying to get some momentum heading into a massive rivalry game on Saturday afternoon. It's a 4:30 puck drop. You can hear the game on FM 100.3 KFAN. It's the rivalry White Bear Lake and Hill Murray. But you have to imagine here, this timeout taken by Tim Sager will set up not only the play, and they're talking certainly, but I would have to imagine this is more than anything an opportunity to get Nolan Road some rest, because he has been in full control of this third period. And he has 2 minutes and 10 seconds to try to get another one to force an overtime. But a tough task against the number 4 team in the state of Minnesota. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go on the Pods Complete Car Care and Accessories scoreboard. The face-off is won by White Bear Lake. It's Joe Belisle. He'll get up toward the red line. It did tip off of a Storm stick, so that negates the icing. The Bears give chase in that Chanhassen zone. Here's Road. He'll go down low. He'll find Stanius. Back to Road. Winds. Fires a shot. That's blocked. Didn't get to the goal. Storm will carry it back out. Gabriel in his goal, at least for the moment. And it's a good thing he was, as that one is stopped and covered by him. Face off in the White Bear Lake zone now. 1:47 on the clock.
Yeah, big block there from Olenkamp, who just will send it down, and then just to put a shot on net and have to force Gabriel to cover up, and now they have to, White Bear Lake's going to have a draw in their own defensive side. That is huge, able to kill some time, and now they got to go all the way down the length of the ice again.
Draw one by the Storm. They fire a shot that dribbles around in the slot area, backhanded toward the goal, goes behind the White Bear Lake net, and then stepping up here will be Baker. He'll drive it back behind. Road will control it for a moment, takes a hit, lost the puck. Belisle coming in support. He'll be pinned up against the wall as the Storm just keeping that puck in this White Bear Lake end. Chance in front, the shot blocked. Grabbed by Stanius. Stanius trying to get it out, does so. Gains the red line, lost it, however. Bosch handles it. He'll play it forward. Now it's up in the air, glove down by Rode. He'll slide it over for Belisle. Now up the left side for Borgstad, and he'll try to move the puck in. Got stopped at the blue line. That forces Gabriel to put on the brakes. He'll have to wait until the Bears get some sort of possession there. And he goes back to his crease, and with a minute to go, the Storm will clear it out. They have some numbers the other way. A pass across, it's out of the reach of Risch, the intended receiver. White Bear Lake back the other way, at least they're trying to. Stanius got it forward to Belisle. Belisle cuts across, Gabriel comes off the ice, it's backhanded into the zone. Belisle getting there first, one-handing it around. Loose puck, Bears with the 6-on-5 advantage with 35 seconds to go. Back behind, battle behind the Chanhassen cage, continued there along the wall. Rode trying to jam it free. He's double teamed there in the corner. Puck comes free to the blue line. It does escape the zone, and it's given to Caden Lee, who will ice this one. The Chanhassen Storm will beat the White Bear Lake Bears tonight. A valiant effort in the third period by Nolan Rode and this White Bear Lake Bears squad, but they will come up short against a very, very good hockey team in the Chanhassen Storm.
Play, end up just getting that final goal. And
time expires on this one. The Chanhassen Storm beat White Bear Lake by a score of 4-2. White Bear Lake will fall to 13-3 on the year. Chanhassen gets their 16th win as they look to their year. White Bear Lake looking at the 17th annual hockey day. Will be out there on Thursday night for Cretin-Durham Hall and Forest Lake girls hockey, followed by the celebrity game. I want to thank Hay Creek Entertainment for providing the equipment and the crew and the great coverage that we had here tonight. They will be back on Thursday night helping us out there. And then, of course, the next game up for White Bear Lake. White Bear Lake, Hill Murray, the rivalry. It doesn't get much better than that. I cannot wait to see what this squad can do against the Pioneers on perhaps the greatest, at least regular season stage in Minnesota high school hockey. So should be a fun weekend ahead. Get your tickets, hockeydaymn.com. Get them now, and we hope to see you out there supporting plenty of orange, black, and white. Polar Lakes Park coming up, and of course Friday morning as well. If you want to hang out, watch a morning radio show that I happen to be a part of, Power Trip Morning Show 5:30 to 9 on Friday morning. Doors open at 5. And it's free and open to the public. But Zach, your final thoughts on a loss? Disappointing, but that's what happens when you run into a really good team at times.
yeah, and I really do think the difference ended up being the power play in that middle frame with Gallatin and Rode both going to the box and then having that major, just those two goals, just magnificent. It was hard to come by, but White Bear Lake, they never, throughout this game, they never went away. They were able to stay within reach. 25 shots to 17. They were able to compete, and Nolan Rode is a difference maker on this team. He looks very electric, and if for White Bear Lake, if they can use this as fuel against Hill Murray, there could be some good things that could happen on Saturday. But this team, able to compete with the fourth team in the state, as much as this loss stinks, there are some still impressive things They look great in the dot. Defensively, they're putting bodies on the line, and things can look upward for this team.
Bears boys basketball tomorrow night here on the Horn. 7 o'clock. His home view. Zach Chapman at White Lake Park tonight again. We'll be here Thursday and maybe even Friday as well. Keep an eye on the Horn social media channels for that. So, again, thank you to Hay Creek Entertainment. Thanks to American Family Insurance, Will Anderson, of course, Pods Complete Car Care and Accessories. For Zach Chapman, I'm Zach Hellerson. So long from the great hockey arena ever built. Final score again, Chanhassen 4, White Bear Lake 2. Happy Hockey Day, Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen. We will be out there this weekend, and we can't wait to be there here on the home of White Bear Nation.
We started almost 28 years ago now doing just tires and wheels, and morphed into full service automotive repair, maintenance, and then now into custom truck accessories. We do sprayed in truck bed liners, we do some industrial coatings as well. So really anything in a vehicle, pertaining to a vehicle, that's what we do. We're all locally owned, we're all from here. You go from helping a customer at service counter, and then later on in the night you can see them at a hockey game or a football game, and it's nice to be able to say hi to those guys, and we appreciate their support. I don't need to fix everything on your car today and never see you again. We want to grow relationships, right? When we talk to people about auto repair needs, things like that, it's more of a kind of a 1 through 10 level, right? We'll help educate you and discuss how severe your repairs might be and what can wait a little while. Our telephone number is 651-426-4640.